like that, I'm back. Just like that. We have a show on our hands. Once again. I'm ready. I'm so ready. This, I think, arguably will be my... I think this will arguably be my best booked show. Full stop. That's how confident I am that this is going to be a good show. Yeah. I'm excited for this. This dictates so much. Alrighty. Yeah, surprisingly there's only like 6 matches in this. So this should be a good one. This should be a good one. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, to be honest. All I know is that we start off with our women's rumble, and whatever happens, happens. All right. I think it's about time we do this. Finally, it's time for the Royal Rumble. Let's do this. Hello, ladies and gentlemen!
The Royal Rumble match! Now, the 2 superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion of their choice at WrestleMania!
Welcome to the Royal Rumble, here live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, live at the Rogers Stadium. And it seems we're kicking off the Women's Royal Rumble with the perfect storm. Jade Cargill kicks us off at number 1.
The participants. First, from Orlando, Florida,
Jade Cargill is the second time in her ECW career that she has started from either 1 or 2. She did that last year, got decently far, but not far enough. So can she go all the way this year? Can she go through 29 other female superstars that want it? Let's find out if the perfect storm can brew enough wind to knock everyone else out of this competition. Let's see who we got next.
Introducing the individual who drew.
Oh, wow!
Representing the Bad Girls from Lafayette, Indiana, Ruby Sullivan.
Ruby Riot, Ruby Soho, the woman who came up short against the other members of Demolition, starting us strong here. This should be a doozy of a start. Let's get this Women's Royal Rumble into action. Jade Cargill, Ruby Soho, we're officially out the gate running. And waiting for Jade Cargill, immediately catching Ruby Soho, planting her down on the ground. And now, look at this, tornado DDT off of the corner, and now number 3. We are officially out of the gates. Number 3 making their way into the Rumble, and it is Alexa Bliss coming in quite early. She's known to be quite early in these types of matches. She's known to be the Iron Woman of these types of matches. But now she has to be in the ring with 2 brute force maniacs in the form of Ruby Soho and Jade Cargill. Now Ruby Soho trying to just wear down Alexa Bliss, as again the counter has indeed started. We're about to get a 4th competitor right here, and it is Stephanie Vaquer, the woman who came inches away of almost winning the ECW Women's Championship from Roxanne Perez. Now we're off to a solid start here, as immediately a 100% less Jade Cargill. And now Meechin making her way into this match. Now what does Meechin have to play to the table? Immediately trying to fight off Stephanie Vaquer, and a coffin drop connects from Ruby Soho. And now Meechin playing it around, going over that top, and now DDT to Vaquer. Bliss reversing the momentum for Ruby Soho, as now our 6th competitor for this match makes their way in. And it is the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane. Another favorite when it comes to these types of matches, lasting very long. Right now, Vacuum, and look at that, straight out of the gate, Kairi Sane eliminating Alexa Bliss. Now Michin trying to get for those high-risk, high-reward maneuvers, coming up short. And now Ruby Soho will reap the benefits as she throws her into the corner and attempts to try to eliminate her. As now the timer has indeed counted down once more. And it is the Pixie Princess, the toxic Pixie, Candice LeRae. And now it has turned into a real thug fest right here. Thrown left, right, and center. Trying to last a little bit longer just to get into those final 20 numbers. Again, the counter has started. Nice DDT there by Kairi Sane. And now, oh, what the hell? It's time for some Stratusfaction! Trish Stratus making her way into the Rumble! Trish Stratus, WWE Hall of Famer, now inside the ECW Women's Royal Rumble. They are now walking with legends as the timer will once again kick off. And look at this, Bulldog there to Candice LeRae, Hurricane Rana to Stephanie Vaquer, and Tiffany Stratton, as we saw last episode, lost the opportunity to be in that final 10 number bracket. She's now being in here at number 9. Stephanie Vaquer being eliminated by Trish Stratus, trying to make a name for herself. Trish Stratus could very much go all the way to verse Roxanne Perez. And again, the numbers will start to count down. Let's see who gets in here too. And a returning Dakota Kai. Returning from NXT and going right into Candice LeRae, lumbar check. And now high knee from Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho still being in here from number 2. Chick kick right there from Dakota Kai. Michin taking it to Ruby Soho, going top rope, high risk, high reward. And crossbody connects. And now a bulldog there by Kairi Sane. And now LeRae almost getting it. And now it seems we're in the era of the Divas. Eve Torres. We haven't seen her in a ring for some time. And immediately taking it to Trish Stratus. Snake eyes from Tiffany Stratton to Michin. This has gone to absolute chaos right now. Lumbar check by Candice LeRae. Ruby Soho at risk of elimination, but now getting focused on by Trish Stratus. Hurricane Rana by Dakota Kai. And now they need to start getting some eliminations done. Dakota Kai, chick kick to Tiffany Stratton, and another one to Trish Stratus. Dakota Kai now looking at a possible elimination there, but didn't quite catch it. And now a spear. Kairi Sane still on top of it. All these women just trying to simply beat the hell out of each other. And now every single person changing who they're attacking at any given moment, as we see Ruby Soho eliminating Trish Stratus. The Attitude Era just got killed. And now, right there, Ruby Soho taking it to each and every person right now. Glam Slam. Right there. DDT to Eve Torres. Meechin now with a possible elimination attempt here on Tiffany Stratton. Holding on for dear life. And she does it! Stratton gone by the hands of Meechin. It has not been Stratton's month. Almost got followed there by Candice LeRae. Another close call for her. Now Eve Torres taking it to Meechin. Nice neck breaker there. There's Kairi Sane! Finally eliminated Candice LeRae. The count down. Only 5 women in the ring. And it seems that Raquel Rodriguez has something to bring to the party. One of the bigger athletes here in this matchup. Similar to the case of Jade Cargill early in this match. And now, just throwing them over. And now, it is the prize fighter, the ace of spades, Shayna Baszler. Haven't seen her in some time either. Now, the ring once again being filled with bodies. But the count still doesn't stop. And now, Meechin gone. And we're being met with former ECW Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. And immediately getting put as a target by Dakota Kai. Ruby Soho still in this. We're already almost halfway through. Right now, everyone's goal should be to get rid of Ruby Soho. She's right now the biggest threat in this match by far. And now an STO. These women are relentless. Hurricane Rana to Eve Torres. And now the count starts again. And it is Julia. Someone who everyone's been wanting to join the ECW roster. She's finally here participating in the Rumble, and Dakota Kai going to the hands of Lyra Valkyria. Now Ruby Soho at risk. Crossbody Kairi Sane as Rodriguez struggling to deal with Julia. And for good reason. Eve Torres trying her best to get around the hands of Ruby Soho, but Eve Torres gets eliminated as well. And now being thrown around by Shayna Baszler. Ruby Soho busted open. Ruby Soho has definitely come there with a new attitude after losing at War Games, but can she deal with Shayna Baszler? That is the question. Shayna Baszler could very much be a favorite to win this whole thing. Right now, it very much is any woman's game right now. And we're a sit-down slam by Kairi Sane. And now Julia will attempt to eliminate Baszler. And then now, it is Big Mama Pump, Jordan Grace. And now, Just like that, Kairi Sane eliminated the biggest threat to the game. Ruby Soho, amazing showing. But now look at the power of Jordynne Grace. Death Valley driver to Raquel Rodriguez. Who else joins this Rumble? Number 17, another former ECW Women's Champion. From Ireland, Piper Niven. Try to get a clothesline there on Julia, but Julia foresaw it, but now getting the elbow strike. Jordynne Grace taking it to Julia and mixing it around with Shayna Baszler. Look at the power of Raquel. Now, all women just unloading on all cylinders. Nice up there slam by Raquel. As Lyra Valkyria trying to get rid of Kairi Sane, and now Isla Dawn there. Look at this, Piper Niven and Kairi Sane eliminated by Raquel Rodriguez and Lyra Valkyria respectively. And just like that, Raquel also eliminating. I can't even see it from the camera angle. She got rid of Shayna Baszler. 3 women gone just like that. It's difficult to see who to vote for. But right now, it's still any woman's game. Right now, if you had to ask me, right now my favorite here is Lyra Valkyria, trying to fight her way back to the championship. The woman who originally lost to Roxanne Perez. The counter has started as Raquel and Jordynne Grace just fighting to see who is stronger. Isla Dawn trying to keep up with them, and now Kalani Jordan coming through. Kalani Jordan now, and look at that, just like that, Lyra Valkyria going to the hands of Julia. And Isla Dawn, look at that, trying to hang on as Kalani Jordan and Raquel Rodriguez trying to get rid of Julia, but Julia hanging on. Jordynne Grace getting some heavy strikes into Isla Dawn. And now Katana Chance. We're getting the youthful prospects here right now in this Rumble. Still, look at that kick from Kalani Jordan straight to Isla Dawn. Trying to show the speed and athleticism. More experienced veterans took the stage. But who else will join them? That is the woman who breaks the internet with her gear every single week. And now, you see, right there, Roxanne. Look at this, thrown directly over. Kiana Chance now eliminated from the Rumble, and now we get another in Kiana James making her way down. Kiana James, Kalani Jordan spent a lot of time with each other in NXT, and it seems like they're going right for each other. Good strategy is that. Right now, the biggest target on one's back, it is indeed Julia. Spending some time waiting, trying to recover, and now Isla Dawn trying to get rid of Raquel Rodriguez. Almost getting it too. It's the countdown again. Raquel successfully eliminated by Isla Dawn. And now it's the bad girl. Number 23, Maya Rogers. This was the spot she earned for defeating defeating Tiffany Stratton last episode. Isla Dawn now eliminated by Julia. Death Valley driver by Jordynne Grace to Maya. Maya may have a swift exit from this match. And now all women are still very unhinged right now in what they're doing. Jordynne Grace now becoming the biggest threat. Now Nikita Lyons, some good strikes there, but Kalani Jordan stops him, and now Tatum Paxley making her way into the match. And now going after Maya. These two have had matches before inside Money in the Bank earlier this calendar year. Now, still waiting on that brand new elimination. And could Tatum Paxley have it here on Julia? And she is! Just like that! Julia gone by Tatum Paxley! And now, Sol Ruka. Everyone believing to be the next big thing in professional wrestling. Sol Ruka backspace onto Kalani Jordan. These women non-stop going at it. So Ruka showing some momentum here. And now Nikita Lyons now going from the Rumble. Jordynne Grace still trying to clean house. And now Maya taking it out on Jordynne Grace as now Scarlett makes her way in. We haven't seen much of Scarlett or Karrion Kross since Karrion Kross lost the television championship. But now we see Scarlett making her way through. Non-stop right here tonight. Everyone's still trying to hold out, trying to remain some energy here. And just like that, Sol Ruka could have been possibly eliminated. There were too many people trying at the same time. Got a little bit of miscommunication there. Now, Tatum Paxley was close to getting eliminated as the timer will indeed go again. We are almost up to our final few, as now we get Maxine Dupree. Right there now, a former WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion right there in the former Maxine Dupree. Again, Maya and Tatum Paxley going back and forth a little bit there. Sol Ruka and Jordynne Grace. And that, just like that, Jordynne Grace takes out Sol Ruka. Jordynne Grace with a really good chance here. Scarlett taking out Kalani Jordan. Maxine Dupree showing that she belongs here. Scarlett now attempting to take out Tatum Paxley. Maya now with Maxine throwing her over. 4 left with 3 to go. What a match this has been. And I think a few people have gotten on the Tatum Paxley train. Power bomb there by Maya as Scarlett taking her frustration out on Jordynne Grace. Who's left in this match? It's time. Time to play with Nikki. Nikki Cross steps forward, no longer showing her colors as the Wyatt Six member we know her to be. This is old school Nikki Cross. So many women still trying to find their way into a decent position to get an elimination. Who is left? Who joins the ranks of the Women's Royal Rumble? And it is Valhalla, Sarah Logan. Let's see what she gets up to, of course. Not wearing that helmet of hers that she normally wears, and the fans have come alive quite quickly in the form of Tatum Paxley. Russian leg sweep there to Scarlett. There's only one left. Who is the final entrant for the second Women's Royal Rumble for E? What the hell? It's Blair Davenport! Blair Davenport! She was fired after WrestleMania last year! She lost to Jade Cargill! She was banned from ever coming back! What the hell are we witnessing? There's your final list! Blair Davenport, Sarah Logan, Tatum Paxley, Maya Rogers, Nikki Cross, and Jordan Grace. Your final 6 in the Women's Royal Rumble. All women just throwing hands. Jordan Grace trying to take care of Blair Davenport, muscle buster. And now Maya back body drop. Fans are going wild for Tatum Paxley right now, thinking now Nikki Cross eliminated, we're down to final 5. Blair Davenport, Maya Rogers have a little bit of history there. No wonder she was going for her. Now Tatum Paxley looking up with Sarah Logan and eliminates her too. We're down to final 4. And the fans are screaming for Paxley. We're down to final 3. Final 3. Paxley, Grace, Rogers. Oh my God! Who would have thought that Tatum Paxley would make it this far? Death Valley Driver by Jordan Grace. Now what happens here now as Maya gets involved? Hit to the midsection, stopping much momentum. Throws Jordan over the Grace. We're down to final 2. Maya and Paxley. Bad girl locking in the left on red to try to lower Tatum Paxley. Paxley made it to the final 2. Against Maya Rogers. Thrown over and Maya does it. Maya Rogers picks up the victory! Amazing victory! Maya Rogers does it! And she goes to WrestleMania! And look who's here to celebrate. The rest of Demolition making their way down to the ring to congratulate their former unaccoladed member. Look at that. Demolition staying strong. Maya making sure that she solidified the shot right there for the champion. Right there for Roxanne Perez. Good stuff right here. Wait, what's that? Wait, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell are you doing? A little bit of fight there. Is she looking at Cora, wondering if she's going to attack too? But she forgot to put her eyes off of Roxanne. These three were inseparable. Come on! Cora's looking there shocked! Asking her, what did you want us to do? Grabbing a steel chair. Right there, throwing it at her. This isn't the first time that she's shown tough love to Cora Jade. What the hell is happening to Demolition right now? She's telling Cora Jade to pick up the chair and do what she needs to be done. Please. You don't need to do this, Cora. Understand how bad this is, face first. No, Jade, no. Don't be a part of this! And she does! Come on! What the hell are we witnessing? After that bombshell just got dropped on us. The Drew McIntyre Hardcore Open Challenge now out. Who answers it? The right-hand man. A tribal chief in his own right. Solo Sikoa! Solo Sikoa answering the call. A man that once he's laser focused, he can practically do anything. A part of the Samoan lineage, the legendary Anoa'i family tree. Younger brother of Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. But can he defeat Drew McIntyre to claim the Hardcore Championship? If he hits that Samoan spike, it could very much be over. He can hit that as such a raw power and striking speed as Drew McIntyre levels out with the Claymore right there. That is his explanation point. Let's see if Solo Sikoa can fight back against the Scottish Warrior. There he is. Fans applauding him. The fighting champion. Here we go. McIntyre, as we know, last episode almost got into quite the predicament against the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. But with this, is a little bit more unpredictable. Solo Sikoa has been wrestling less amount than Drew McIntyre, has less experience, but goddamn has he rubbed skin with some of the best to ever do it. The Rock, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, John Cena. The real question now is, can he capture gold? Or will Drew stop him in his tracks? There it is, that's what it's all about. The Hardcore Championship as we now go to the ring for the calls.
Introducing the challenger from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa. And his opponent from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the ECW Hardcore Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
There we go, as the belt being looked at upon both of these two as this fight is about to get underway. Here we go, Solo Sikoa, Drew McIntyre, Hardcore Championship on the line immediately. Solo Sikoa wasting no time getting in amongst it. Solo using his raw power very early on. Now McIntyre answering with that same type of ferocity. And now trying to bend the arm out of its socket. And now thrown into the official. Solo Sikoa with the power. These two very much match in power and raw striking power. And now McIntyre throwing Solo to the apron. And now to honor his friend Sheamus. 10 beat to the Baron. Now both men fighting across the outside. This isn't a weapons specialist match. This is just an absolute slaughterhouse. And now we get the tables. Solo thinking something else, but using that as an example. And now back into the ring. And now roll-up pin from Solo. Kick out at one, though. Drew now back to his feet, but answers immediately back down with that clothesline. The hard-hitting matches that these two have gone through as singles stars. But now they both meet here across for the Hardcore Championship. Snake Eyes off the ropes. And now the cover from McIntyre to retain. Drew now looking across the outside area. And now Drew getting the trash can out. And now neck breaker from Drew McIntyre. And now face first off the apron. Solo could very much have Drew McIntyre's number. And now going in for the cover. Will Solo get it? No, he won't. Kick out at 2. And now look at this. Samoan Spike! Cover to gain the championship! But a kick out at 2. Drew is still in this match. And now Snake Eyes off the turnbuckle bet. Now bleeding has started. The ladder has now entered the ring, and Drew doing everything he can to fight back their clothesline. And now, gearing up in the corner! Claymore! Him away! But god damn is he trying. And now, Solo still lingering in. And now, Solo. And look at this, Samoan chop onto the ladder! Solo, ladder in hand, we could be seeing the reckoning. We could be seeing the final moments of Drew McIntyre's hardcore title reign. And now, the shot with the chair. Here we go, what is happening here? Oh my god, oh my god! White noise onto the chair from the top rope! Cover! But a kick out at 2! But now, this could be all she wrote! Claymore kick! Claymore by McIntyre! And he retains! What a match! I haven't seen it be this close! What a match, and what a victory for Drew McIntyre. Getting so close so many times, and we genuinely thought that Solo was going to walk away the winner. But this could have been very much the turning point right here. The white noise, avalanche white noise onto the chair. And just when we thought that that wasn't gonna work, we geared up one final time, the countdown, Claymore, and then that solidifies him as your hardcore champion.
Here is your winner, and still ECW Hardcore Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Congratulations, McIntyre. As we now move on to the grudge match of a lifetime. Here we go, the grudge match that we've all been waiting for. Our general manager, the best in the world, the voice of the voiceless, and the man who screwed Jai Phillips. CM Punk has arrived and he has backup. Here we go.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM
CM
Punk.
Punk, accompanied to the ring by Wade King, so he can try to finally, in his words, silence Jai Phillips forever. He doesn't care if he likes you, he doesn't care if he hates you, he is doing what he says is best for business. Of course, we know that at Survivor Series he came up short along with the Kings against Liam Rogers and the Rogers family. But will he do fine in one-on-one competition against the man whose entire vendetta is to get his revenge? Well, let's find out as the Chosen One makes his way down. This has been a long time coming here for Jai Phillips. And what the hell?
255 pounds, the Chosen One,
Jai Phillips! Honoring the greatest of all time! Donning the outfit of John Cena! Arguably CM Punk's greatest rival! How about that? Jai's not here to mess around, to homage, to pay tribute to the greatest of all time who just recently retired. What a move by Jai Phillips! But we all know from the past that looks mean nothing. What happens inside the ring means everything. CM Punk, Jai Phillips, the grudge match that Phillips wanted, and we're officially out of the gate, stopping Jai with a kick right there. And now throwing him over. As we recall, Punk may be a manager, Punk may be wearing a suit and tie now, but he is still an exceptional athlete. And now throwing himself over. And now just going at it. And now, look at this Punk trying to gear up to go to sleep quite early. But Jai's not having it. Now the lefts and rights are being thrown. Punk was able to catch it. Slap straight to the face, and now Punk telling him, you wanted this, now bring it on. Both men strike for strike right now. Caught him once again. And now both men stiff rights to one another to fight for control over this matchup. Some distance between the two. Now Punk with a roll-up pin. Punk with a roll-up pin, center of the ring, but didn't even get the 1 count. Wade King bringing in a sledgehammer from the outside. As CM Punk looking for the elbow drop, and it does. Cover on Phillips. You gotta appreciate Jai going through all the stops to do what he can do for this. And right there, go to sleep. Punk's own move against him. And now the springboard attempt from Phillips, but comes up short as Wade just bringing in weapons upon weapons for these two to use. And now exposed turnbuckle in full effect right now. And now coming to the outside, what is Phillips looking for? Just completely ignoring Wade King here on the outside. Possibly looking for a Pandora's box. And now we'll go outside because Punk's outside. And now, what do we have here? Snake Eyes off the apron. Phillips now, sledgehammer in hand, but Punk says no. Dealing some chip damage here and there where he can. Fans booing CM Punk now out of the building. Punk measuring for it. Is he gonna do it? No, he's grabbing the sledgehammer into the midsection. Cover on Jai. But a kick at it too from the Chosen One. What does Phillips have to do? Reversal here on Punk that sends him to the apron. Quickly gets back into the ring and dodges Phillips here. But now Phillips into the ropes. Right there in the midsection. Good strike there by the People's Chosen One. Clothesline right there. Straight to Phil. And now trash can thrown possibly out of the way. What is Phillips thinking? He's doing more than just honoring. See, here we are. 5-knuckle shuffle. Tribute to John Cena. Goes for the cover. But a kick out at 2. Kick out at 2. Phillips almost had his revenge on a silver platter. I think Punk may be a little bit irritated. Here we go! Attitude adjustment! Attitude adjustment from Jai! Cover! But a kick out at 2! Kick out at 2! And now the kendo stick on the other hand. And now Jai Phillips. Look at this. Getting into a perfect position. Another attitude adjustment. Countering CM Punk. And he gets his victory. Jai Phillips gets his revenge. What a moment. Jai Phillips finally getting his revenge that was owed to him since SummerSlam. And boy, was it sweet attitude adjusting, 5-knuckle shuffling victory. We all thought that Punk had it for a brief moment. He took majority of this match, but it just wasn't enough. Right here, we saw the representation of John Cena's career. 5-knuckle shuffle. Then answering right here, hoisting him up and then going for the first attitude adjustment. The AA or FU to those old school fans. That wasn't enough to hit it. Now look at this. Trying to go for something here, but then reversing it into another attitude adjustment. And that was all we needed for Jai to win.
Here is your winner, the Chosen One, Jay Phillips.
And look at this, Jai Phillips celebrating his victory. And now a CM Punk! We all saw this was going to be coming. This is unnecessary and then some. Absolutely unnecessary. You lost the match. Get over it. And now, calling in the muscle. We all saw the reason that Wade King was going to be out here was going to be for this whole reason. To just put Jai through hell. He just went through the whole match. And now, just the onslaught. As Punk watches there and smiles. Jesus Christ, guys. Oh, a little bit of a miscommunication there. Jai trying to fight his way up, a Punk right there to stop him and put him back down. And one of the Jesus Christ throwing him around by the neck. Jesus Christ. And no, Wade. Jesus Christ. Don't do what I think you're about to do. Throws him into the corner of the announce desk. Now just throwing across the outside, just unrelenting, not stopping. How do you make these guys stop at this point? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. No, Jai stopping him right in the nick of time. But Wade again just right there to stop him. But now, look at Punk. Simply just look at Punk. He knows what Wade King is thinking now. I think he's ready. He's ready. He's not going to let this moment pass him up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God! Straight through the table! What the hell? Now that was all taken care of. And here we go. Strings have been pulled, and Finn Balor has his shot. The Prince looks to regain the gold. Finn Balor. Of course, last episode, Finn Balor, moments away from entering the Rumble. But due to Adam Cole interfering in this match and distracting Finn, he got beaten and unfortunately missed his shot at entering the Rumble. But because Adam Cole got involved, Paul Heyman issued this match to take place instead. Finn Balor versus Adam Cole for the ECW Championship. And if you can recall, these two have fought over another title early on in this calendar year, which was the ECW Cruiserweight Championship held by that man. And no matter what Adam Cole did, he could not beat Finn Balor. Will that be the case tonight? Will we be saying hello to a new ECW champion? Let's find out. Finn Balor ready. The golden red. You know what that means. It is now become the land of Adam Cole, baby! And there's the champion. Adam Cole held it since SummerSlam after his cash-in, has proven after victory after victory after victory that he deserves to have that title around his waist. But you never know. If it can happen. Boom. See Adam Cole more confident than ever, which should be surprising considering he's facing Finn Balor. There's the title, and that's what it's all about. Let's go down to the ring for the calls.
Introducing the challenger. From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor. And his opponent, from Pennsylvania, weighing in at 201 pounds, the ECW champion, Adam Cole.
Here we go as the title passes here. This could very much be a turning point for the lineage of the ECW Championship. Finn Balor, Adam Cole, a tale as old as time. And we're officially off in Adam Cole, wasting no time trying to get some damage done onto Adam Cole. But now, Adam Cole just trying to prove that he's evolved, that he's... Now look at this, the shots. And now... Look at this. Finn Balor trying to show and repeat history. And now, foot on the stomach. And now off to the apron. And now a nice drop kick off the springboard. And now the cover, but... Finn Balor's trying to wear down. Now Balor looking to go shopping, weaponry, steel chair now in play. Adam Cole going to the top, but Finn immediately stopping him, shutting him down right then and there. And now going for the cover. Didn't even get to a 1 count. And now elbow to the face. And now look at this. Adam Cole. DDT elevated with that leg. Going for the cover now. The count ending at 2. And now Cole looking to finish it. Last shot! Last shot to Finn Balor! Cover! But a kick out at 2. Finn noticeably annoyed. The fans chanting, "You're not perfect." Now we start, and now we go shot for shot, and Adam Cole not letting any opportunity go to miss. And now the multiple shots. Will Finn get his leverage back, and he gets an extra one in there? And now both men trying to fight for control over this match. Over and over, and Adam Cole seemingly won it. And now with the opportunity in his eyes, last shot! Last shot! Cover to retain the title! But a kick out at 2! Not enough to put it away! And Finn might find his opportunity here at last. Adam Cole being so fed up and so hell-bent on getting this one thing done that Adam Cole may be fading here in the term of ring IQ. But suplex there, Adam Cole, and now in hand, that kendo stick that was only just brought up from the ring. Straight into the skull of Finn Balor, but that drop kick to the knee stops him in his tracks. Yep, up to his feet, but Adam Cole isn't having any of it, not letting Balor stay in control at any given point in time. Now throwing him back into the ring. And now possibly trying to get something done, but Finn Balor again stops him. And now the elbow straight into the chest. Going for the cover to try to win the championship. But a kick out at 2 from Adam Cole. And now throwing the chair into his skull. And now throwing himself over. And now, I think Finn may have found his chance. Elbow drop. We all thought he was going to go for a coup de grace in that moment. And now, try to go for a German suplex there, but Adam Cole was able to catch it into the ropes. And a last shot as well. Last shot, middle of the ring to retain the title, and he gets it. Adam Cole just pinned Finn Balor. What a turn of events. We all thought, no matter how many times in matches before for the Cruiserweight Championship, Finn suffered through many last shots and was still able to stand, but Adam Cole showed that he was a little bit more tonight. He shows that he has grown for better or for worse. But at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, Adam Cole remains our ECW champion. Fortunately, he didn't land a single coup de grace. The closest we got was this elbow. Congratulations, Adam Cole, as we now move on to our next match. And here we go, our co-main event. As we see our tag team champion. This is Ethan King's match against former mentor Liam Rogers. Hopefully the last of these matches that we will see. Of course, accompanied by Wade King.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Wade King, representing the United Kingdom from Jackson, Mississippi, weighing in at 215 pounds, one half of the ECW Tag Team Champions, Ethan King.
Ethan King looking to, in his words, finish my past so I can move on to my future. Wanting to try to rid the world of Liam Rogers so no one else has to quote-unquote suffer. Let's see if that is a reality. And wait a second. We've seen this before. And we've seen that outfit before! WrestleMania 1! What the hell?
Weighing in at 235 pounds, Liam Rogers.
The Joker has come forth! The last time we saw Liam Rogers in this suit, in this face paint, was the main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania last year, where he went one-on-one with Jai Phillips over the ECW Championship. This showed his lowest point. And you can only imagine that he's using it now in one of his highest points. The true definition of real deal heel. What a shock! We never expected Liam to don the face paint once more. But goddamn, he did! You are in for some mayhem tonight! And the fans are loving it! Here we go. Ethan King, Liam Rogers. And we are officially off mentor versus teacher. Liam Rogers bringing out the Joker aspect of him one more time. And immediately moonsault. And now look at this. Ethan's scared to do exactly what Liam attempted to do. And now Ethan just trying to. Now Rogers, look at that, the springboard moonsault right there. Now going for the cover. Kick out at 1. And now Right in the middle, right there, kick to the face. And now some weaponry. Kendo stick. And now, drop down Rogers, leapfrog, and a clothesline from Hell attempt, but look at that, Ethan caught it. We fail to forget that Ethan King has been a student of Liam Rogers for a very long time. Look at this! Kill switch engaged! Cover on Rogers! But a kick at it too. Ethan knows Liam's tricks. Liam learnt under him. He could not pay attention. Now kick to the midsection. And now, off that, try to go for a full metal jacket. A clothesline from Rogers, and now, what is he thinking of doing now? Slap straight to the chest. And now, DDT off the springboard. Shopping again for some weaponry, and now the steel has come forth. And fans chanting that they want tables. I'm unaware if they're going to get any. Liam with the ladder straight into the face of Ethan King. And blood has again been spilt tonight. Liam taking out all the stops right in there. Look at this. And again of the life sentence. The life sentence cover by Rogers. What a kick at it too. And the fans, I agree with the fans, I could watch this. They could indeed fight forever. Sideways drop kick from Ethan King, and Ethan King now on the offense. And now, Ethan King right there, almost on the neck of Liam Rogers, going in for the cover now, but a kick out at one. Kick straight to the spine of Rogers. And now the kendo stick back in place, straight to the legs of Liam Rogers, and now the midsection. And now, but now look at this, Ethan King now looking for a second. Kill switch engaged. Hoisting him back up. What is Ethan doing? Face first into that steel ladder. But now look at this, Rogers try to go for something there, but the ladder stopping him in his trajectory. Now into that exposed turnbuckle that you can only imagine Ethan King folded out, and now right here, reversal, clothesline there, but not a clothesline from hell. What is Rogers thinking? Just taunting there to get his attention. Throwing them back in the time where they used to team together, right in the exposed turnbuckle. And now, the Australian staple. Bending Ethan's body like a pretzel. And then ending it with the double knees. And now mounting and absolutely just the stiff lefts and rights. Elbows trying to widen that gash on the forehead of Ethan King, trying to make him bleed for his mistakes. Ethan King Still above it all. Will go to the outside. What weaponry? No. Getting back into the ring, realizing he needs to pay back more attention, and it is! Full Metal Jacket FMJ! Cover to Rogers! And a kick at it too! And now throwing him across. Ethan King may have this here. Rogers may be in trouble. Dodging the kendo stick attack. And then answering with a tornado DDT off the springboard. Now springboard again. Moonsault! Even when Rogers looks like he's beat, he somehow comes back. Now, again in that exposed turnbuckle. And now, face first go repeatedly into the canvas. And now getting weaponry from the right of the ring. Trash can now in play. And now into the corner. And a Full Metal Jacket! Full Metal Jacket from Ethan King. This could be it. Ethan King beats the leader. Just when you think that Liam was on his way back, Ethan was able to take it all down. So many kill switches and so many Full Metal Jackets. Liam had no choice but to let go. So many chances. So many fatal blows. But when it came down to it, there it was. Full Metal Jacket. Kick out right there. But then this is the one that mattered. Full Metal Jacket into the corner. And that is all she wrote. Ethan King. Victory as Liam rolled out of the ring. And what the hell? Ethan! Right there! I don't think the Kings are done with him. The Kings are not done with Liam Rogers. Oh God, power bomb on the apron and swinging his head in. This is unprecedented. You won the match. Wade King did the exact same thing in the match with Punk after Jaiwad. The tag team champions giving hell to pay. Jesus Christ. And now Wade King, power on set. Now getting him up and a kick down. Wait a second! What the hell? What the hell? It's Joe Phillips! Joe Phillips is here! What the hell? We thought he was done! And now, what is Jai Phillips doing here? And what they're going after the Kings? The same men that were bringing him absolute hell in the first place. And now, Liam coming in as well with Wade. Both men fighting! And throwing him out too! What the hell? Kings are looking at Liam and Jai Phillips. Level. Oh my god. These two have not shared a ring since WrestleMania, where Liam Lodges was in that very same attire! Wait a second! What the hell? No way! Did we just see the reuniting of the Australian Underground? What the hell? And here we go, our main event.
Is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion of their choice at WrestleMania!
Our main event, it's hard to top what we just saw in the previous matchup. But number 1, the Mad Dragon, the former Cruiserweight Champion, Ilya Dragunov has arrived. Dragunov returned last month at Survivor Series.
From Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilya Dragunov.
And we have seen, of course, last episode that his sight is set on the Cruiserweight Champion Rey Mysterio to try to win the title back and correct Rey Mysterio once and for all. But right now, he begins the Royal Rumble. But the real question is, who is number 2? It seems the eyes of Ilya Dragunov haven't wavered. He is still ready as ever. Now let's see who drafted number 2. the television champion.
Introducing the individual who drew number 2, representing DIY from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds, the ECW Television Champion, Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa comes forth, the television champion, after turning on Johnny Gargano. He's been ducking him ever since. So let's see how he fares in the Royal Rumble. Here we go. Ilya Dragunov, Tommaso Ciampa. Match now officially underway, and Ilya wasting no time getting a clothesline that sends Tommaso inside out. Of course, Rey Mysterio trying to duck Ilya Dragunov, and Ciampa trying to duck Gargano, as now number 3 is quickly on its way. Let's see who will be joining these two. And just as I said, there's no more ducking here. Johnny Gargano waiting patiently. Waiting here. Almost getting it, but not quite. Neck breaker. And now attacking Ilya. Obviously, he wanting Ilya to be out of the ring so he can deal with Ciampa on his own. But that won't matter because our next entrant here, and it is the ruler. It is Oba Femi. And Oba Femi, if there's one man to be bred for this Rumble, it's him. Making light work of Johnny Gargano. This man was a man who was the closest to capturing the Hardcore Championship from Drew McIntyre. So we're quickly going to be met with entry number 5. And now it's the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu. We're getting some very heavy hitters very, very early on. As we know, Jacob Fatu stood in for Tommaso Ciampa when Ciampa faked an injury. And he defeated the man he's attacking right now, Johnny Gargano. Now, what happens here? And what the hell? Some ECW love! It's Raven! ECW original, stand loud and proud. Raven has descent upon the ring tonight inside the Royal Rumble. Jacob taking out Oba Femi. Gargano trying to do his number on that, and he almost got chucked out there by Jacob Fatu. Super kick from Gargano is now Ciampa almost eliminating Ilya Dragunov is now our next competitor. It seems like the ECW originals are coming in waves. It's the Sandman at number 7. DDT from Ilya Dragunov. Raven getting some revenge there. Oba Femi and Jacob Fatu right now cleaning house, chucking everyone around willy-nilly. And now we're about to get number 8. And it is the Australian-born Bronson Reed. Again, another heavy hitter. We have 3 super heavyweights. Obafemi, Jacob Fatu, Bronson Reed. To bless this Royal Rumble. And now this power bomb by Obafemi to Tommaso Ciampa. These men are going at it. Oh my god, a Samoan drop from Fatu to Femi. Sandman and Raven having it at it, igniting their old rivalry. So we see Ilya Dragunov there. Power bomb. Now Bronson Reed trying his best to eliminate, and Ilya Dragunov gone. Eliminated from the Rumble. Spinning vortex from Obafemi. And now Gargano's gone. Number 1 and number 2 out of the Rumble just like that. And now running power slam by Bronson Reed. And now look at that Samoan drop to Bronson Reed. The strength on display right now is immaculate. Sandman looking to try to eliminate Tommaso Ciampa. Trying to again get a stint on that television championship he's been trying so hard to get. And he just did it! He just eliminated Tommaso Ciampa! Sandman! As the next entrant comes in, and it is L.A. Knight. Yeah! The megastar. Now, trying to go for Sandman. Didn't have any luck as far too. Bronson Reed, same situation. And now the timer starts once more. Some heavy hitters right now in this matchup. It's going to be hard to eliminate them all. And now the former ECW champion, Seth frickin' Rollins. Coming in, super kicks Jacob Fatu off the jump. And now Samoan drop will deliver shortly after. And now Obafemi close to eliminating Raven. And he successfully eliminates Raven, and the spike there from the Sandman of Bronson Reed. And oh my god! The most ECW man to ever live! New Jack! The man who likes to inflict pain just for the fun of it! But can he fare in this Rumble match? Seth Rollins takes him to the corner. There's a bunch of bodies there and then some. Now Sandman looking to eliminate Obafemi from this Rumble match. And he does! Sandman just eliminated Tommaso Ciampa, then Obafemi. 2 heavy hitters in this matchup. And New Jack just eliminated Bronson Reed! And now it is time for a banger after banger after banger. Sheamus coming forth. Still a heavy, very close match. If I had to put my bet on someone right now, it would be Jacob Fatu. Right now, taking it straight to Sheamus. And now, look at this. Buckle bomb onto Jacob Fatu. LA Knight taking it to Seth Rollins. New Jack close to eliminating the Sandman. As now we get another person in this match. Running Bulldog by the Sandman. And it is the prize fighter, Kevin Owens at number 13. And now look at this, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins gearing up. Curb stomp to Sheamus. Samoan drop to Seth Rollins. And a spike to Kevin Owens. And now Sheamus is gone by the hands of LA Knight. Now Owens close to getting eliminated here by New Jack, but he still manages to hang on. And now it is time for Andrade El Idolo. He may be jumping from WWE to AEW, but he's still under contract here in ECW. And now again, New Jack trying to eliminate Kevin Owens from this matchup. Been hell-bent on doing that ever since Kevin Owens came in. And now DDT to New Jack. Non-stop. And now the counter has gone down. And it is Ethan Page. It's time for there to be some more ego in this show. And now, look at this, LA Knight. LA Knight taken out by Owens. And Jacob Fatu with that crossbody at the top. Running Bulldog, Sandman. And now Jacob Fatu eliminated at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins could very much find himself back at the top to try to challenge for the ECW Championship. As we all remember, he defeated Jai Phillips for that championship. Only held it for a month, however, up until losing it to him straight back. Now Kevin Owens taking charge. And now New Jack gone from the match. The count starts again. Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, there's some good history there between these two. As now Tommy Dreamer trying to represent the ECW Originals one more time. Tommy Dreamer coming into play. Sandman, of course, still in here. Andrade now. Andrade eliminated by Seth Rollins. And now, who's next? And it is... What? Am I seeing double? Why is there a second Seth Rollins here? Stunner to Sandman. Well, whoever this second Seth Rollins may be, it seems like they're going pretty damn well. And now, a curb stomp attempt to Ethan Page, and that came up short. Sandman now gone, and now Carmelo Hayes, the person that people believe is the biggest underdog in ECW history. Stiff right by Tommy Dreamer. And now, Owens and Hayes. Now the countdown once again. And we got Mr. Devon Dudley. His very first Royal Rumble appearance in his career. Another ECW original. All that's left is Devon and Dreamer deciding to attack each other. And just like that, Carmelo Hayes is no more at the hands of Kevin Owens. And now Devon just as quickly getting eliminated. He came and he went. And now the masked luchador known as Dragon Lee. And now Seth Rollins super kicking Tommy Dreamer out of this Rumble. And now pedigree to Dragon Lee. What is happening right now? Dragon Lee getting quickly eliminated. And now Motor City Machine Guns Chris Sabin coming in. And now Seth Rollins with Kevin Owens on superplex into Falcon Arrow. Now who else is gracing this Royal Rumble as Kevin Owens now getting eliminated? And now Seth Rollins #1 getting eliminated as Tyler Bate coming through now. The big, strong boy. Super kick attempt by Chris Sabin. Coming up short, Ethan Page still getting some decent hits to him. Tyler Bate attacking Seth Rollins. Now, who's here now? Number 23, Karrion Kross. First time we're seeing Karrion Kross after losing the television championship to Tommaso Ciampa. But still, look at that power to Seth Rollins, and he will quickly display that same power to Tyler Bate, but Tyler Bate able to roll through. Chris Sabin dealing some damage here, but nope, Ethan Page able to roll out of harm's way. Throwing him up and over. And here he is, a former television champion in his own right, the Outlaw Jackson Rogers. Immediately trying to get done by Ethan Page. But now turns his focus back to Seth Rollins as Karrion Kross trying to take out Tyler Bate. Chris Sabin back to Ethan Page. Big Falcon driver right there. And now Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins finally eliminated. Alabama Slam, Karrion Kross to Jackson Rogers. And now, almost there. Shawn Spears, the man we all knew was going to be in this Rumble, defeated Finn Balor to be in the top 10. And now look at this, Ethan Page raises edge to Karrion Kross. Super kick from Shawn Spears. All of these men just going non-stop. They all know what's at stake here. And now we have the Bruiserweights, Pete Dunne. And now Chris Sabin eliminated by Shawn Spears. And now look at this Karrion Kross at risk of elimination by Tyler Bate, but able to stay back into this match now. Apollo Crews showing some strength and power in this matchup. And some athleticism as well. And just like that, Ethan Page eliminated by Pete Dunne. And now Tyler Bate again with his quest to try to eliminate Karrion Kross. Pete Dunne now doing the same with Jackson Rogers. And now neck breaker by Shawn Spears. Tyler Bate trying to square off against Apollo Crews. And now the countdown again. And what ends up is Mr. Lexis King. Lexis King taking it straight to Pete Dunne. Tyler Bate still hitting levels here. Shawn Spears and Jackson going at it in the corner, now added by Tyler Bate. And now there's 2 left. Number 29, Angelo Dawkins, bringing the party into the Royal Rumble. Immediately being taken out by Apollo Crews. Pete Dunne missing that moonsault attempt. Constant power bombs, power slams every which way you can see. Now look at this. Pete Dunne has been taking notes from the Australians on the roster, because he's going to end it with the double knees. Now all that's left is 1. But who's going to be there to see it? There we go, DDT! And now Apollo Crews at risk, but able to catch him. And now look at this, Apollo Crews. And also Angelo Dawkins receiving a 1 in the chamber. Jackson Rogers at risk here, but able to get back into the ring just in time. And now look at this, Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears at the hands of Apollo Crews. But now Angelo Dawkins gone at the hands of Jackson. Thrown over by Karrion Kross, but still able to stay in this. But now Karrion Kross eliminated by Pete Dunne. One more to come out, and then this will be our final. What a show, what a match this has been. And now Shawn Spears has him up. C4! And just like that, Tyler Bate's gone at the hands of Lexis King. And now Lexis King at risk of elimination, but stays in it. Now number 30. And it is Rey Mysterio, the current Cruiserweight Champion. The man who everyone has come to hate. And now 1 in the chamber to Lexis King. And now immediately going up for Jackson. Jackson able to counter. Now Sean Spears trying to eliminate Pete Dunne. What happens here? Reversal, Rey Mysterio. Now Apollo Crews and Lexus King are back into the fray. High knee. And now Snake Eyes to Lexus King. And now look at this, Jackson. German suplex. But Apollo Crews interrupting the fun. But Jackson able to counter his way out of it. And now backstabber by Apollo Crews, and now Lexus King almost getting to a point where we can eliminate Sean Spears. Now at the assist of Apollo Crews, Sean Spears is gone from the match. This is our final 5. Now my final 4! Just like that! Lexus King, Pete Dunne, Rey Mysterio, and Jackson Rogers. Our final 4 for the Men's Royal Rumble in our main event. What a match this has been! And now, Sin! Slam down powerbomb. And now we see Rey Mysterio, Pete Dunne in a little bit of a fray, but Jackson will get involved instead. And now, double drop kicked with Rey Mysterio and throwing him up. A leg drop there. And immediately, that is the heel antics we expect from Rey Mysterio, especially as of late, but Lexus King getting involved. Jackson stays in the match. But now, drop kick from Jackson. Hasn't been an elimination in a little minute. But now Jackson trying his hand at eliminating Lexus King. And now we see Rey trying to get his hands on Pete Dunne, but didn't quite get all of it. Still 4 men left. One of these 4 men will go on to the main event of WrestleMania. And now Jackson, DDT! It's Pete Dunne giving Rey Mysterio a part of his money, and now we're down to 3! And look at this, Pete Dunne! Bitter end! Pete Dunne may be making a stint for the Cruiserweight Championship! 1 in the chamber! Jackson taking a second to let himself breathe. Phoenix! Falcon Arrow! Will he get it here? Right there, straight drop kick to the skull, courtesy of Rey Mysterio. Standing bulldog right there. Jackson goes to try to recuperate, try to get some breathing room. Now Rey and Pete Dunne squaring off here. And again, Rey Mysterio staying into this. Now, look at this. Once again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And another 1 in the chamber. Hurricane Rana from Rey Mysterio. Trying to go for the biggest threat. That is what's happening right here between these two. Rey thrown to the outside. And now, at threat of elimination, Pete Dunne waiting there for his perfect opportunity. Rey Mysterio staying in this, and now Pete Dunne looking for it. Bitter end! But now distracted Rey, possibly with a chance. I have never seen a more intense final 3. And now Rey possibly at risk here. Will they get it? And now again. Will this be it? Rey Mysterio eliminating Pete Dunne. Our final two. Jackson a little bit too momentarily trying to relax, but gets the feet up. Jackson now throwing him to the outside. Will we get it? He gets it! Jackson Rogers wins the Men's Royal Rumble match! The Outlaw does it! And just like that, that has been our show. Thank you so much for tuning into the Royal Rumble. What an eventful show. I have been Scott Silver, and I will see you when I see you. Take care.